What's up, guys? This is Nathan, ThatAlbumReviewerGuy here, doing another album review. I've been a bit behind, mostly because I've been busy doing stuff. Over the past couple of weeks, I was working and whatnot, on the weekends mainly, and during the week I'm just doing whatever, being my lazy self. And yeah, I'll be going back to college in a month and a half or so. So I gotta do stuff for that too in the coming weeks. But I figured I'd use this time to try and get back on track. I don't want to go and fall far behind on my reviews like I did last year, and I think I'm doing a good job of that so far this year. So I'm gonna get back on it. And the album I'm gonna be reviewing right now is a new album from Senses Fail called Pull the Thorns from Your Heart. This is their sixth album. Goodness, been phlegmy lately. And I was first introduced to this band when I heard their song The Priest and the Matador back in 2011. I've enjoyed that song for a while now, along with other songs off their 2006 album Still Searching, since it was my introduction to the band. Now, while I wouldn't consider myself a huge fan of Senses Fail, I still find some of their material to be quite enjoyable. I always liked the emotion they put into their music, and they didn't feel like just another generic post-hardcore band to me. After hearing this album, I can honestly say that they still don't. That's mainly because they've evolved their sound quite a bit over the years. Then they started incorporating more of a hardcore punk sound on their last album, Renaissance. That style carried over onto this album, but they still managed to incorporate their original style on this album as well. And this album kind of makes me think of Beartooth's album Disgusting from last year. Even though Senses Fail had been around much longer, they haven't always incorporated this style into their music. But the comparison is mainly because Caleb Shomo and Buddy Nielsen sound similar, at least in the hardcore, harsher vocal style, in my opinion. This album does have some nice melodic tracks on it, like Wounds, and that track also features some harsher vocals, but it's a much more melodic track for the most part. The best melodic track on this album, in my opinion, though, has to be My Fear of an Unlived Life. It also has some harsher vocals, but for the most part, it's a melodic and beautiful song. It's a really nice closer for the album, too. And there are also some more hardcore tracks in the album, such as The Three Marks of Existence, The Courage of an Open Heart, and Take Refuge. But the only one of those three that I can't really get behind is The Courage of an Open Heart. It just doesn't really offer much for me. I feel like it's trying too hard to be a hardcore punk song, but that's just my opinion. Overall, though, this album shows that Senses Fail still knows how to put emotion into their music. However, I don't feel like this whole album is full of emotion. Some of the tracks feel a bit dull, and others feel like they're trying too hard to be what the band wants them to be. Almost like they put too much effort into what they wanted the style to be, and less into what they wanted the overall product to sound like. However, despite all of that, there's still a few enjoyable moments on the album. I would definitely recommend this album to longtime fans of Senses Fail, but if you're more of a casual listener like me, you still might enjoy some songs in the album. I mean, I enjoy some songs in the album. And those songs are Carry the Weight, Wounds, Dying Words, and My Fear of an Unlived Life. Those are my favorites on the album. As for the least favorites, The Courage of an Open Heart and The Importance of the Moment of Death. Overall, Pull the Thorns from Your Heart gets a 6 out of 10 from me. It's not fantastic, but like I said, if you're a longtime fan of the band, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're a casual listener, you might enjoy some of the material. You might enjoy the whole album. I don't enjoy the whole album, but there are some very good moments on the album. What did you guys think of Pull the Thorns from Your Heart by Census Fail? Do you like the album? Do you not like the album? Let me know. My social media stuff is down there. You can ask me a question on Ask FM, follow me on Tumblr, like me on Facebook, all of that. And stay tuned for more content. My next album review will be a review of the new Between the Buried and Me album, Coma Ecliptic. That should hopefully be coming up in a day or two or three, within the next few days for sure. So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. That I'm Reviewer Guy signing off.